First time back for us in the new year. Good morning, Tanita. Good morning, Taryn.
Good morning, Titch and River.
And morning, Link FM family.
Yes.
It's your first time back. You weren't here with Gary in the new year while we were still on leave, right?
Not in the new year. No.
Okay, so this is it. First one for 2026. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Good to be here.
Right, talking about new year and all of that. Where to start when starting new? We're going right back to the beginning today on Marketing Matters. We have covered what to do if you're up and coming in business, but what if you only just decided on your business idea and it's a case of where do I start with this something that I'm starting that is brand new? So I'm going to ask Tanita the first question this morning. You've just decided on a business idea, but you haven't actually started yet. So what should you focus on first?
Well, it can be very overwhelming when you've started a business idea and also very exciting.
Yeah.
And a lot of people make quite a few mistakes in this period of time. So the first thing you need to focus on is your brand development. Before you design anything, before you spend any money, who you are as a business, what your business name is, what you offer, who your client base is and your competitors, but what your brand personality is. Is it purely professional? Are you guys going for a friendly feel, premium, bold? This kind of guides every decision you make thereafter. And without this foundation, you're going to make a lot of mistakes that cost you money along the way when it comes to your branding. So start there, and then what you need to do is you need to take that branding development and turn it into a branding kit. Take that concept and turn it into a visual reality of your business. And that's going to form that little recipe that every marketing campaign you do afterwards follows.
Choose a logo, choose a font, choose a name that everybody can understand.
Colors.
I know I saw once a new startup, and I took one look at the logo and one look at the font, and I was like, that looks pretty demonic, and it was no intention. It's just the way it looked at first glance. It was
Makes a massive difference.
I don't really want to go look at what they do. Taryn, once your brand is clear, as we've established from Tanita, what should your next priority be when starting a new business?
Well, Titch, next is your digital identity. And we're not talking about your marketing campaign or your next viral video. The more important thing is registering your domain name and setting up professional email. Even if your website comes months later, securing your domain early prevents someone else from taking it. A professional email like taryn@aesthete.ca.za builds trust compared to a free email service. This step is crucial because your domain and email goes on all your invoices, your signage, your business cards, etc. And it signals that your business is legitimate. Serious before you launch fully.
Sure. So
this needs to come first, and your next is securing your name on all your social media platforms, so that you can start gaining followers from day one.
I still see people using Gmail as a business contact address, and that doesn't tell me anything.
Absolutely.
But I see if it's Tanita at Aesthete Creative Agencies or CA or whatever your email is, but at least it tells me that she's like the real deal. Because that's who she is at.
Builds trust.
No, it definitely does.
There's only one of your domain, whereas nowadays with scammers out there, anybody can make a Gmail address. They just add in a 1 or a 5 and renaming it to Vodacom and scamming you 10 times a day,
Absolutely.
Tanita, what essential business materials then must you have in place before you actually start trading and marketing your business?
This is such an important one, and a lot of people make this mistake, okay? So it's a bit of a cart before the horse situation that we see all the time. Before you start putting your advertising material out there, you need to get your core business documents done first. Your invoices, your quotes, your letterheads. These need to carry your logo, your correct contact details, your registration if applicable, and your banking information when it needs to be there. These documents are your first formal interaction with clients, and it needs to be in place before you start bringing people into the door. You need to be ready to serve people and to ready to put your best foot forward. So this needs to happen first.
And those things are because if I ask you for, can you please let me have your billing details, and geez, what's my VAT number? You don't know, and you start scrambling, as Viva said. That looks very unprofessional. Taryn, when should you invest in physical branding? Now that we get into that part of the conversation, when should you invest in physical branding, like those business cards and signage and stuff?
So your physical branding comes after your digital and admin foundations are in place. You know, like your business cards are still extremely useful for networking, meetings, and referrals, especially in service-based businesses and local businesses. Signage is a little more important. Whether it's vehicle branding, you know, your shop signage or pull-up banners, this helps establish visibility and legitimacy. I mean, it's different if your business is solely you know, online. This doesn't apply to you. But if you are trading from a physical location, it's good to have your signage up, you know, so that people know where to go, and you also get street credibility, you know. Also, if you are a product-based service, then your product packaging also needs to be just as important, you know, so that your brand stands out.
Yeah, and that it's understandable.
Yes.
It's understandable. Is there still a place for physical business cards in today's world?
Absolutely.
There is,
You go to your BNI meetings, it's always good to have a business card.
So to have them printed is still imperative. You can't have everything on your phone.
No, absolutely.
You go to a business meeting, you're not going to throw your phone in that little box. So at least you can put your business card in there.
Yeah.
Tanita, last question. At what point should you begin advertising then? And what are the key items to do new business new business owners often overlook?
Okay, so advertising should only start once all of your branding is ready for it. Your brand documents, your contact details, and your customer journey all needs to be set in stone before you start bringing people into the door. Advertising too early can hurt your business if you're not ready for it. Okay, and a lot of the things, there's a few things that people forget, and we see it all the time. So just a few things, just little pointers that we can throw out there in the marketing industry is, when you guys register your domain, you don't have to spend all the money on your website initially, okay? But just putting a landing page up, so start small, have a one-pager just to say who we are, what we do, how you can get hold of us. You know, it's not an expensive thing to do, but it really is going to help you in the long run, that people aren't going to a blank page, and that you're going to get your SEO started on Google already. So you've already got a Google presence.
What does SEO stand for again?
It's your search engine optimization. Okay. So it's like things like Mozilla Firefox, Google. It's how the internet thinks. Okay, so it's how they're going to reference you. So you want to get that kind of going, and you want to be there. So that's one small thing you can do. The next thing is, so Taryn mentioned getting your identity on social media going, register those pages, but also don't leave them blank. So just take that little bit of a step forward, get your profile photo on, get your cover photo on, but more importantly, get all your details on. You know, you're going to miss the boat if somebody goes onto your page and there's no way to get hold of you. And put a couple of posts on. Doesn't have to be massive, if it doesn't have to be an expensive marketing campaign, but at least have that foot in the door. And then two small other little tips is a small thing you can do as a business is get your Google business registration sorted. Especially if you have a physical address, get on the map. It's quick and it's easy to do, and it's really going to help you. And then, very important from a perspective of marketing, the brand guideline needs to come first, because chances are you're going to work with multiple service providers. You might go to a different person for your signage and different person for your website. You don't want everything to look different, and that's how you're going to stop that from happening, and you're going to stop yourself from wasting a lot of money. So we know starting a business is very overwhelming, and the marketing side can be overwhelming but also very exciting, and you don't have to take it on by yourself. So you can give Aesthete a call, and we can take those steps with you in the order that you should be taking them, and help you climb that ladder to success.
There we go. Thanks, Tanita. Thanks, Taryn, for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Where do we find you? Where do our listeners find you?
Well, you can go to our website, aestheteca.co.za. You can find us on all social media. Give us a call, 079 552 1847 or
076 813 4743.
And we have those details. If you want to reach out into the studio WhatsApp, we will respond. How do we spell Aesthete again?
Do you want to go? All together now.
I thought for a second you forgot.
AESTHETE CA
for Creative Agency.
Yes.
Aesthete. Thanks for your time this morning. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Marketing Matters was brought to you by Aesthete Creative Agency.